Medical technology continues to improve at an accelerated pace, and that means that the daily life of people with physical disabilities can be more comfortable, more mobile, and more secure than ever. Our next guest is a lifelong forearm crutch user, but he doesn't let his handicap keep him from living a full and very active life. In fact, quite the opposite. Peter Hughes is the spokesman for Go Steady, a U.S. medical mobility products manufacturer, and he joins us now to tell us a little about their patented products. Peter, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Peter, before we talk about Go Steady, I want to talk about what came before. What are some of the problems you've encountered with the traditional cane and crutch designs we've known for decades?
Well, keeping in mind that I used forearm crutches my whole life, the crutch tips I used to have to replace every 6 to 7 weeks because they would rip through. And I am very active, so I walk a lot. But when they rip through, they become extremely hazardous. And on the canes, too, when I do use my canes, if you didn't place them correctly, you could actually slip out and slide and have an unnecessary fall. And one reason why we're using crutches and canes is to prevent falls, not to cause them. In addition, there's some damage to your wrists, shoulders, and elbows because you're basically putting a piece of rubber on a stick and you're pole vaulting over the stick when you swing through on the crutch.
And so with that in mind, how do Go Steady products represent a huge breakthrough in technology?
Well, the Go Steady cane, which is actually the handle and the tip, it's a really comfortable cane, and it's adjustable to your height, and it's sturdy and lightweight. It's really a nice cane. I love the handle because it comes in 2 different sizes, a large for a man's hand or a small for a woman's hand or a kid's hand. And then the most important thing, in my opinion, is the tip that they offer. The tip is like a tripod. No matter where you put it, when it lands, it's going to find a flat surface. And because the tripod swivels and pivots with your motion, it's more like a joint versus a stick, which is really good because you don't actually get that jarring on your wrists, your elbows, and your shoulders as much. It absorbs some of that shock. And finally, because the tip is slightly wider than the original crutches and it's got the tripod, you don't sink into the softer surfaces like sand, mud, or dirt. And for a guy like me with a very active lifestyle, that is crucial.
Now, would you say that Go Steady products have enhanced your quality of life? And if so, how?
Well, absolutely. I was actually moving towards more use of a wheelchair because I was taking unnecessary falls, like falls on slippery grounds, or I was ripping through the crutch tip, and then you're like basically aluminum on concrete or wherever you're walking, which is very dangerous. So I was starting to go to my wheelchair a little bit more frequently, and I have 2 young kids, and I love the outdoors. And with the flexi tip, I'm able to actually go back out to hiking and climbing up some, paths. My crutches don't get stuck in the dirt like the old ones did. These, because they have a slightly wider base and they're 3-pronged, they actually will stay on top of the surface and disperse your weight better.
Well, Peter, where can we learn more?
You can learn more by going to the website at www.ordergosteady.com or by calling toll-free at 800-509-9535. And discounts are available for a limited time by using the referral code SAVE20, which is SAVE20.
Well, this is a huge deal for those with physical challenges. Thanks for coming on the show today, Peter.
Thank you.
That was Peter Hughes. To learn more, visit www.ordergosteady.com.